All right, welcome to Strong and Steady, and I'm Molly. Let's go ahead and get started on the wall today. So come back to your wall. If you don't have a wall, you can shut a door, make sure it's secured, and get your back up against the wall with your feet about 6 to 8 inches away from the wall. And they're gonna be hip width distance apart, toes straight ahead, knees straight ahead. And then get your low back on the wall. So what you wanna do is you wanna do a pelvic tilt, meaning you're going to tilt your pelvis up. The pelvis bone is going to come this direction and your low back is going to press right into the wall. When you do that, it should turn on your abdominal muscles through here. And then we're going to get our shoulders back and keep the low back on the wall. That turns on your abdominal muscles plus your upper back posture muscles. And we're going to hold that there and taking a couple nice big deep breaths. Go ahead and set your hands on your front side, on your belly. And press that low back into the wall, taking a nice big deep breath. Now exhale your breath. Do that one more time. And exhale, press in just a little more through that low back. Good, all right. Let's take those arms down to the side, bend the elbows 90 degrees. Press your elbows into the wall, and then we're gonna repeat that. So press your low back in, have your shoulders back towards the wall, elbows pressed in. And this time, put a little pressure with your elbows into the wall, maybe 20 to 30% of your strength. Now let's take in that nice big deep breath. And exhale, pressing just a little firmer with that low back. One more time, inhale. And exhale, press that low back. Good. Take your arms down by your side with the palms facing forward. They're slightly out to the side. And now let's press that low back in again. Get that low back so tight up against the wall you can feel your abdominal muscles firing. Now press the backs of your hands into the wall. Let's do it 20 to 30% of your strength. Press here. Let's take in that big deep breath. And exhale, press a little harder. One more time, nice big deep breath. Now press just a little harder, low back and the backs of your hands pressing, and release your arms. Shake them out a little bit. And let's go ahead and take those arms. So we're going to come out to the side a little bit further up the wall. Backs of the hands are on the wall. And then you're going to bend and see if you can get your elbows bent like a wide W. Now, if your arms aren't on the wall, they can be slightly off the wall, but we're pressing back like we're trying to get the whole arm from the hand to the elbow. All of it won't touch, but just attempt to get the arms on the wall in this wide W. So when you're in this position now, see if you can get your low back on the wall again. You might have to bend your knees just a little bit more. All right, now let's press this in and take in a nice big deep breath. And exhale, press in a little deeper with the low back. All right, one more time. And exhale, press in. Good, now let your arms come down by your side. Shake them out a little bit, and we're gonna do some core. So let's take one hand on the opposite shoulder and then the other. And we're gonna come back to the wall, press that low back into the wall. And then we're going to take one vertebrae at a time and slowly peel it off the wall. So start with the upper by bringing the chin down to the chest, and then slowly roll yourself down one vertebrae at a time till you get to the bottom. Now I want you to visualize those muscles in your stomach. You're pulling them in and down, and like you're kind of trying to create your own little natural corset. You're pulling everything in towards the spine. All right, now let's slowly lower it or bring it back up. All the way up, one vertebrae at a time. Let's do it again. Tuck the chin, start rolling from the shoulders, bringing it down through your mid-back. See if you can keep your low back on the wall till you get to the bottom. And crunch it right here. Visualize those muscles pulling in and squeezing together. And slowly bring it back up. All right, let's speed this up a little bit and do 5 at a little bit faster pace with the same sensation. So peel yourself down, crunch at the bottom, bring yourself back up, and do it again. Peel yourself down, keep your low back on the wall till you get to the bottom. And come back up. 3 more. Bring it down. Really squeezing at the bottom. Bringing it back up, slow and controlled. 2 more. Let's really peel it away nice and slow. Bringing everything in towards the spine and back up 1 more time. Tuck that chin, peel everything away, 1 vertebrae at a time, down, crunch at the bottom, and let's bring it back up. Nice job. All the way back up. Arms are going to go out to the side again. This time they're going to be parallel with the shoulders. So I want everyone to have their arms to the side, and if you can reach with the backs of the hands to touch the wall, get the backs of the hands on the wall, and then while you have the backs of the hands on the wall, want to see if you can do your pelvic tilt where you get your low back on the wall at the same time. And if that's possible, then you're going to see if you can get your head to go back onto the wall with the chin that's still level to the floor. We're going to hold this right here with a nice big deep breath. And exhale, press into the wall a little firmer with the back of the hands and through the low back. All right, 1 more big deep breath. And exhale, press in with the backs of the hands if you can, and low back. Good, arms come down. Hands are gonna go on top of the thighs, hinge forward. We're gonna do a little cat-cow. So we're gonna bring the belly down, chest is up. So you're dropping here, doing pelvis is kind of tilted up to the sky now. And we're gonna take it now and taking a big deep breath here, look up. Now exhale that breath as you tuck your chin and roll yourself out like a cat, pushing into the top of the thighs, tucking that chin under. Good, let's bring it back through neutral and look up. Big deep breath, drop your belly. Exhale, tuck the chin and bring everything back as a cat. All right, let's take it back through neutral. Right here, just be in a neutral position and then come up slightly, put your hands on the wall. So you're gonna have your hands right here behind the wall and then push yourself off and come up nice and tall. Good job. All right, let's come out to the center of the room, pick up your dumbbells. And we're gonna do a little cardio today with some dumbbells to strengthen the upper body, get some cardio going. While you're doing this, make sure you're tying your upper body to your lower body by engaging through your core. So that same sensation that we get on the wall where you're pulling everything in towards the spine and you're trying to lengthen through the spine up to the sky, you're gonna have that sensation the whole time. So let's start out with bicep curls. We're gonna palms front and then elbows by your waist and bring it up. These are done nice and controlled. You don't wanna let the weights take charge. All right, so let's go ahead and add a little step back with the right foot. So step back right and step back left. Good, now this can be done a little more intensely by pushing off from the back foot and really keeping those elbows pinned in by your ribs. And we're gonna start fairly slow and controlled. Make sure we get the right motion down. And really squeeze that bicep at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, last one. And arms come down by your side. Let's do a big shoulder roll. Bring it up. Let your arms sink down. Turn your palms forward. Get that nice stretch and then look up. Taking a big deep breath. Exhale, let your arms just sink down. All right, now bring your hands back so they're going to be facing each other. Elbows bend 90 degrees. And we're going to do our side lateral raise. So make sure you keep your shoulders down away from your ears. You're engaging through your core. And then we're just going to raise the arm up. Keep it in a 90-degree angle. Bring it down. Bring it up. And one more time without a step. And then we're going to add a step to the right. So we're going to step it up. So it can be a tap. And to the left. All right, now you can always push off that foot by bending through the knee. So you push and push, or it could just be that you're tapping out, depending on where you are today. and what your goals are for your workout today. All right, and remember to keep your shoulders down, away from the ears, driving your navel in towards the spine, squeezing like a corset through the core. All right, let's do a few more of these. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. All right, and back to center, arms come down. Let's do that shoulder roll again, nice and big range of motion. Let your arms sink. Make sure your palms are facing forward. Look up, taking a nice big deep breath. Exhale, let those arms just sink to the floor as you exhale. All right, and let's bring those hands back. Face each other, elbows bend 90 degrees again, this time elbows back. So we got the chicken wings, and we're gonna press back. So from the side, this is what you get. Pressing back, bringing it in. Press it back. Now we're gonna add a tap back right foot. So tap and left and right. This can also be done with that push off. Now that our legs and calves and everything's getting warm, you can do a little bit more of a push. Push off and push. All right. Remember, keep your shoulders down. I once in a while catch myself. I have a tendency for one shoulder to kind of want to go like that. So you just got to think about bringing those scapula down and around like they're trying to hug into that spine. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Woo. And bring those weights back down by your side. Big shoulder roll. And let those hands come forward. And let them sink and take in a nice big deep breath. Exhale, look up. And bring your head back down to neutral. Right, let's go through all of those without any pauses. So starting with the bicep curl, let's take it step back. So step and forward and step. Good. Keep those elbows pinned in. You can push off that foot if you're trying to get your heart rate up and push off a little harder. You can speed it up a little bit. We got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, now we're going to go to the side lateral raise. So stop right there. Arms are going to come back up 90 degrees and tap. And together. Tap. Together. Tap. Good. Remember, you can make this a little more intense by pushing off with that leg. Step, push, step, push. Nice. And we're controlling the weight the whole time. There's no momentum in fitness, at least not my class. All right. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're going to make it back to the center, and elbows back, and step back, press, and in, step, and in. Maybe you can go a little more with the push. Good. And let's go for 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And arms come down, last big circle with the weights. So do your shoulder circle, roll them down and back, palms face forward, taking a big deep breath, look up, and exhale, relax. Head comes back down. All right, let's set the weights aside. Pick up your resistance band, and we are going to step on it. These are some of my favorite exercises for hip stability and strength and core. It kind of ties your upper body, your lower body together through the core. It also strengthens your hip. So if you would like to cross your band over, it'll give you more resistance. Cross the band, set it on your hips. If your band's already too tight, you have too much resistance, don't do the cross. Just set your hands on your hips. But I want everyone, once your hands are on your hips, to draw your elbows back and shoulders down. Then you're going to stand up nice and tall, engage through your core, toes straight ahead, knees straight ahead. Take baby steps to the right. So baby step, together. 2, 3, 4. Remember, these are tiny little steps. 5, 6, 7. One more step. Now let's go back. Right here. Step 2. We're controlling it the whole way. Try not to use the momentum. Right. One more step. Then stop right there. Bring your hands down in front. Keep your bands crossed, or if they're not crossed, go ahead and cross it down. And I'm going to get squared up with you. So we're going to stand up nice and tall, but soften your knees this time. So your knees are soft, and then you do a slight hip hinge. So from the side, you would look like this. So you're slightly hinged forward, but your knees are bent, and then you're engaging through your core. So see the difference? This is me not engaged through the core. That's pulling the navel into the spine. Then we're going to do an upright row. So you bring the band up, elbows back, and bring it back down. So you pull the thumbs up to the chest and elbows back. All right, let's go back to the center and down. Row it up, center, elbows come back. Good, bring it down. So row it up. Now you gotta concentrate on keeping those shoulders down and away from the ears. We're strengthening some of those important muscles up between the arms, in the back, that support our posture. And if you allow your shoulder to rise up like this to do it, you're just using your traps, which is a bad habit that a lot of us have. So pull it back and back down. Pull it up, squeeze it back. We only got 4 more. And down, and up, and squeeze. And now we got 2 more. Let's pull it up. Squeeze. One more time. Bring it up. Pull it out. And bring it down. Good. Now uncross your band. Shake out your arms. And then have your feet about hip width, maybe slightly wider or slightly less, depending on how firm your bands are. Because we're going to do some bicep curls from here. So you're going to stand up nice and tall. Really focus on getting that tall posture. So your knees, you're basically driving the bottoms of your feet like you're pressing them into the earth, lifting your arches, lifting your knees, and then you're getting the straight spine. Doing a little bit of a glute. You're firming up through the glutes a little bit. Shoulders down and back. That's your good posture. Palms face front. Elbows pinned in alongside your ribs or your rib cage, depending on, or your hips, depending on how long your arms are. All right, now let's bring this up for 2. 1, 2. Lower it down for 2. Do it again. Bring it up. 2, down, 2. Good. Bring it up. 2, down, 2. Couple more at this pace. 2, down, 2. One more at this pace. Now we're going to take it up quick. So we're going to go up with 1 and down with 3. 1, 2, 3. Now go up with 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Take it up for 1, down, 2, 3, 4. Take it up. 1, 2, 3. 2 more of these. Take it up on 1, down, 2, 3. Again. Bring it up. Lower it. 1, 2, 3. Good. And shake out your arms. And now we're going to do the monster walk. So you can cross the bands again if you would like that, or set your hands on your hips with the bands to the side. So elbows back, shoulders down. Tall posture. Reach the crown of the head to the sky. And then we're going to walk forward. So we just take a step, step. Walking forward seems easy for me. I don't know about you, but it should be easier than when we start to walk back. All right, so get up. And then now take it backwards. Go back. And be really deliberate about using your glute muscle when you step back. Press that glute back. Press, press, press. 2 more steps. 1 more. There, stop right there. Arms come down. Keep your band crossed. If it's not crossed, go ahead and cross it. 1 more set out of the upright rows. So you're going to soften your knees. Do a slight hip hinge. Drive that navel up and into the spine, and then we're gonna pull the thumbs up under the chest, elbows back, squeeze. Thumbs come back to the center, back down. Good, let's take that up. Pull it back, squeeze, back to the center and down. Bring it up. Squeeze it back and down. And bring it up, squeeze it back and down. Bring it up, squeeze it back. We got 3 more to go. Make these count. Pulling, squeezing, bringing it forward, lowering slow. And 2. Squeeze. 1 more time. Bring it up. Squeeze it and resist it all the way down. Good. All right. And undo your band. Shake out your arms. 1 more set of bicep curls. Standing up nice and tall. Palms face forward and shoulders down and back. Get that nice tall posture. See if you can lift your kneecaps, push through your feet, get your navel driving in towards your spine, and then elbows pinned in alongside your ribs. Let's pull it up 2, down 2, up 2, down 2, and up 2. 1, 2, lower, 2. Bring it up, 2. 1 more time, and then we're going to slow it down. So this time, drive it up in 1 count and bring it down for 3. 2, 3, drive it up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, drive it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, drive it up. 1, 2, 3, 3 more times, drive it up. 2, 3, 4, and up and down. 2, 3, 1 more time, bring it up and lower it. 1, 2, 3, and release off the bands. Then set your band aside and let's come out to the center of the room with your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Toes are going to go out at an angle. So it's kind of coming out this way. And then we're going to just do a little bit of a plie squat. So hands on the hips. And we're just going to see if we can come down with the knees going out towards the toes and squeeze and tighten under your glutes here. Pull your shoulders down and back. Drive in through your navel, crown the head to the sky, and pulse it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's take it all the way up. Good. Let's bring it back down. Hold it there. Squeeze it for 8, 7, 6. Think about driving that navel right into the spine. Shoulders pulled down and back. 2, 1. Bring it up. Let's do that again. Let's take it down. I want you to really think about squeezing those glutes. Driving the navel in, crown the head to the sky, shoulders down. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way up. Nice. All right, so we all have a chair somewhere handy. So have your chair close by. And then we're going to step forward in front of the chair with the leg closest to the seat. And then get yourself into a position where you're like in a lunge. But then we're going to take this down into a open stance like this, like you would if you were in a yoga warrior 2. So your toes are not necessarily straight ahead. They can be angled in slightly, or they can be straight, depending on how flexible you are through here. So now we're going to focus on this knee's bent. You're trying to press the outside edge of that foot to the ground, and then you're trying to keep this knee from angling inward. You want to see if you can get that knee to angle that way. When you do that, it fires up your glute medius, which is that same muscle that supports your hip stability when you're moving on uneven ground. So we're firing that muscle up, pressing that outer edge there. And then we're going to bend through this knee just a little more. All right, so let's get that position and then get your spine nice and tall. Crown of the head reach for the sky. Bring your arms up, palms face down. Firm up your arms so they're nice and firm. See if you can flex through your triceps and your shoulders and your back. Everything's going to feel firm. Your fingertips are reaching out. And then we're going to lean forward, extending those fingertips. Keep everything firm through your core, through your waistline, and then bring it back up. Go the other way. Let's do it again. Reach out forward. Good. Bring it up. Reach back the other way. All right, one more time. Reach, bring it up, and reach back. Good, let's bring those arms. So now the palms are gonna face the sky, and we're gonna bring them together like we're holding a big beach ball. So the legs, you wanna focus again. If your legs are getting tired, you can always give yourself a little break by sitting in the chair, but you're gonna get a lot out of this. We're only gonna do 3 of these. So you're gonna come down like a bend and a little side bend with that beach ball, and then you're gonna bring it back up, swing it over to this side. Bring it back up, keep some pressure on that beach ball, take it over, keep some pressure on the ball, and one more time, lean, bring it up tall, and now we're gonna come back over, and you can throw your beach ball and let your arms come down. Good, now turn this foot, face it forward. We're gonna shift it to the other side. So now you've got that foot going that direction, this foot going that direction. Feel that stretch to begin with, where you need it, maybe in the inner thigh, maybe through a hip flexor. And then think about getting that outer edge of your foot to go towards the floor. And then think about this knee going that direction. You're gonna feel your muscles in your glute fire up on this side. This knee can bend just a little more if you're comfortable with that. And now let's get a really nice tall spine here, arms out to the side. Fingertips facing away from each other, palms facing down. Firm up those arms, see if you can fire up those triceps, shoulders. And now think about the core, driving that navel in towards the spine. And let's lean forward. Keep those muscles through the core nice and firm, go the other direction. 2 more of these, reach it. Bring it back up, take it back. One more time, reach, bring it up, and back to center. Now we're gonna turn those hands facing up. Keep those arms fired up, but you're gonna grab a beach ball. Put some pressure on that beach ball, lean over, and then bring it up, bend over. All right, 2 more of those, nice and slow and controlled. Whew. And one more full one, over, bring it up and across. Now we're gonna bring it up and throw the beach ball, let your arms come down and turn your foot back to the front. Good. Now from this position, you can just heel toe like this. That's actually good ankle mobility. And you do it on both sides. I kind of did it more than halfway. Good. All right. Good job, you guys. So let's come to our chair. We're going to do a little bit of core work. So we can do it from the seat of the chair or from the back of the chair. So if you're doing it from the seat of the chair, we're going to go down into that bird dog position. If you're doing it from the back of the chair, you're just in a forward hip hinge. So I think most of you do it from the seat, if I remember right. I can't always see everybody on the screen at once, but let's take in a nice big deep breath, looking up. Now exhale your breath, arms come down by your side, and then we're gonna hip hinge. Hands are gonna go to the seat or to the backrest, and soften your knees now. So bend your knees slightly, and press the palms into the seat. So your palms are pressing in, and now drive your navel up into your spine. All right, so we're gonna start with a little bit of a cat. So I want you to really arch or curve through the back, like you're really trying to create like a cat back. And then allow yourself to come back through neutral and go into your cow one time, look up, drop your belly, and exhale, come back through neutral. Okay, so from this standing neutral position, we're gonna just take one leg up. So bring your leg up, then you're gonna bring the opposite arm up, and we're gonna hold it here. And I want you to think about firing up your muscle in your glute, your behind. And I want you to think about extending those fingertips out as far away from your heel as you can and driving your navel into your spine. And we're gonna hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it all back down, do the other side. So we're just priming those muscles, firing them up. We got the glute fired up. Then you're extending your fingertips, you're pulling your navel into your spine, you're firing up the core muscles. and hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that back down. And now we're going to take this a little bit quicker. So same arm, same leg, like opposite that you started with. So mine was my right leg, left arm. Bring it up, extend it up. And now we're going to crunch the elbow and the knee together and squeeze it right here. Extend it back out. Bring that elbow and knee together, squeeze it, extend it back out. Now, if you do these right, you can really fire up your abdominal muscles. You're also firing up your glutes, your hips. There's a lot going on here. It's a full body exercise. Let's do 2 more. Squeeze it, extend it. 1 more. Squeeze it, extend. All right, hand down, foot down. Switch sides. So opposite leg, opposite arm. Get that nice extension to begin with, and then crunch. So elbow to knee, squeeze and extend. Squeeze it in, extend it out. Squeeze it in and extend it out. Squeeze it. Really tighten it up when you get it in the center. We got 3 more. Squeeze. Extend. Now 2 more. Squeeze. Extend 1 more time. Squeeze it and extend. Good. Hand down, foot down. And let's go ahead and shift the weight back onto the heels. Lift your chest, lift your eyes, hands to heart center, and pull your navel into your spine. Let's take 8 little pulses from here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, bring it up. And nice big deep breath, reach up, look up. And exhale, arms come down. All right, so we're gonna do one new thing with this. I think we did it last week, but we're gonna do the bird dog type position, but then we're gonna add a leg lift with some hamstring curls. So taking your nice big deep breath, reach up, look up. Exhale, arms come down, hip hinge forward, hands to the seat, extend out 1 leg. Now you're gonna have your leg extended, foot is flexed, so toes are going to the floor. And then we're gonna start by just lifting the leg up a little higher and lowering it, tapping to the ground. Lift and lower, lift. Okay, 1 more of those. Lift and lower. Now take it up and hold it. And I want you to think about driving the navel into the spine, pushing through the palms, and then bringing your heel up towards your glute or towards the sky, and then pressing it back up, keeping your leg up as you curl it in and press it out. All right, let's curl it and press it. Not only do you feel this in your leg, you're gonna feel it in the standing leg. You're gonna feel it in your core, your abdominals. Let's do 2 more. Woo! 1 more time, press it out. Good, set your leg down. And we'll do the other leg. So press your palms into the seat. Extend that leg, drive your navel into the spine. Get that sensation first of everything turning on. And then set your toe to the earth. Bring it up, squeeze that glute. Take it down, bring it up, squeeze it at the top. Bring it down, squeeze it. We got 1 more of those. Take it up and down. Now we're going to take it up and leave it up there. All right, now bring that heel up towards your glute and extend it out. Now I want you to focus not only on that leg, but on tightening up through your core, pressing through your palms, and doing these hamstring curls at the same time. And we have 4 more to go. So it's curl, extend, curl, extend 2 more, curl, extend 1 more, and extend, leg comes down. Shift your weight back into your heels. I don't think a squat has ever felt so good. And then head up, chest up, weights in the heels, and hands to heart center. Let's hold it here for 8, 7. Make sure you're driving your navel in toward your spine. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it all the way up. Nice big deep breath. And exhale, arms can come down. Let's clasp our hands behind the back. See if you can grab those hands, make a fist. If that's not available to you, put your hands on your hips and just drive your elbows back. And while we have this clasp or hands on the hips, we're gonna just see if you can lower those arms a little bit from the shoulder and then look up. And taking a nice big deep breath. And exhale, release your arms, shake them out, and we're gonna do some balance. So time to take the shoes and socks off. So for balance today, we're gonna work on our tree. So if you're already really comfortable with the tree, try something new, which might be for you, looking up or closing your eyes. If tree is fairly new for you or you're still working on the basics, then just focus on that nice, like basically it's all concentrated right through here. If you have this part of your body right, you'll have the stability you need. So a lot of times when people are doing anything that has to do with a tree or single leg balance, they're in a slight bend like right here. So this is the focus today, is to make sure that you're getting this right through here extended, these firm. So make that your focus today. All right, so feet to the earth, pull up on those arches slightly. Knees are gonna come up. We're firming through the glutes, crown of the head's reaching for the sky, taking a nice big deep breath. Reaching up, inhale, bring those hands down to heart center. And then take your outside leg, bend through the knee, stay stable through your standing leg and rotate. And then if you are normally tripoding it here with your toe, see today if you can bring your foot up to the inside. And then you're pressing that foot, the bottom of the foot, into that calf as you press that standing leg calf inward, like it's trying to press up against that foot. And now you can add your branches. And like I said, if you want to take this to the next level, you could look up, you could close your eyes. Good job, you guys. And when you're ready, you can bring those hands back down to heart center. Step it down, good. And we'll do the other side. I'm gonna switch sides of my chair. If you're really good at these, you don't have to, because I obviously need the chair sometimes to support myself. This is probably one of my weakest links, is doing these. So it's a good thing to keep practicing. All right, so feet anchored, pull up through those arches, knees lift slightly. You're firming up through your glutes, crown of the head's reaching to the sky, taking a nice big deep breath, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart center. And let's bend through the outside knee, toe to the earth, rotate. And foot can come right up to the inside of that calf. And if that's new for you, just focus on that. And then if you'd like to add your branches, let's do that. And you could look up or close your eyes. Take it to a new level today. And when you're ready, hands back and foot to the earth. Good, all right, let's take in one more really big deep breath. Really get the oxygen into the lungs, look up, reach up, and exhale. Arms can come back through heart center and release down by your side. All right, let's do a couple tandem stances. So take one foot, put it in front of the other, and toe is touching the heel. So from here, we're just gonna find our balance, and arms can come out to the side, crown of the head's reaching for the sky, and we're gonna balance from here, and then we're gonna walk forward, slow and controlled. The slower you go with these, the more challenging it is. So go ahead and start to walk forward, where you set your heel right in front of the toe on the opposite side, and keep going. Remember I said slow is harder? Slow is definitely harder. All right, now take it back. Backwards is harder for me. And back to the beginning, and then you can set your feet side by side and shake out your arms. All right, so let's turn towards the chair, the seat, so you're facing the seat, and bring that leg that's closest to the backrest up. And we're going to just start with some stretches here. And I want you to have this knee so that it is directly above the ankle to begin with, or somewhere close to that. These toes need to be going straight ahead. Hips are going to go straight ahead. But we're going to bring it forward. And then if you would like to lift that heel in back or bend that back knee to get a little deeper, you can, because we're trying to keep the ear, the shoulder, and the hip in one straight line right here. So we're trying to get that nice straight line. Then we're trying to get this to stretch right through here, your hip flexor. So for some people, bending the knee and bringing the heel up, you'll get that a little bit deeper here. All right, now fire up your glute on that side. Right here, if you tighten that up, that'll allow you to go a little deeper. Let's hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, press it back. Straighten out the leg, flex the foot. Get nice and tall with the spine. Hip hinge from the hip. Toes to the sky. And we're just pressing forward from a nice straight back. And then see if you can reach for your toes. If you don't reach them, it's all right. And we're going to hold it here for 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now bring your hand back, come up. We're not going to let the foot come. We're not going to change it yet. You're going to take that foot and see if you can slide it to the front edge of your seat. So now you're at an angle. This leg is diagonal in front of you. Your hips are still square with the chair. Toes are still going to the sky. This is going to feel completely different. We're going to get the outside edge of your leg, where a lot of people get really, really tight through the hip down into what's called your IT band. We're stretching that right now. We don't want to stretch the band. We want to stretch the muscles that connect the band and the muscles under it. So you're just gently leaning forward. This is not an aggressive stretch. And we're going to hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring yourself back up. And now you can set your foot back to the ground. Switch sides. We'll go to the other side. Starting with the foot up, knee bent. So we're going to let this hip sink forward. This knee is over the ankle, maybe slightly ahead of the ankle. And then if you like, you can add this little bit of a knee bend, heel lift. Think about dragging the crown of the head to the sky, the ear, the shoulder, and the hip are all in one straight line. And when you do that and you tighten this glute, you're going to really get that nice deep stretch right through here. Hip flexors. Let's hold it. And let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that heel down, bring it back. Foot to the seat, toes to the sky, square up with the chair. Nice tall spine to begin with, and hinge it forward. Toes are still going to the sky. Reach for your toe if you'd like. And hold it right there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Arm comes back, come on up. And now see if you can shift your foot to the front edge of your seat and then square your hips up. If you find that your toe, your whole foot wants to angle that way, that's your number one thing, first of all, is just try to get your foot to go to the sky. That's going to be a stretch all in itself, getting the foot to go to the sky. So if that's all you can do, that's all right. That's where I was at one time. But once you're here, and if you want to, you can hinge forward a little bit and go just a little deeper into that muscle that connects the hip to the outer edge of the leg down to the knee. And that's why I said it's not an aggressive stretch. It's very gentle. So we're going to hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring it back up and bring your foot back to the ground. All right, so we're going to be either behind the chair or alongside the chair. Take your outside leg, that would be my right leg right here. Feet side by side, as close side by side as you can get them. And then stand up nice and tall. You can hang on to the chair, reach that outside arm. So if your right leg's behind you, it's your right arm reaching for the sky. Extend as high as you can. Really try to reach the sky with those fingers, but don't let your shoulder come up by your ear. So make sure you're drawing that shoulder down away from the ear. And then lean You can even push your hip out away and bend your front knee. And get that nice lean in here. And now look up towards your elbow. And hold it right there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Rotate back to the center and then come back up. Arm comes down. We're going to do it one more time. Reach that arm, extend as high as you can. Fingertips go to the sky, shoulders down away from the ear. Then you're going to lean across. Let your hips sink out. Let your front knee bend. That nice hip stretch. And if you're keeping your arm straight, you're also going to feel it up in your tricep, maybe all the way up into your pinky finger. And then rotate up like you're looking up at your arm, right at your elbow, and hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate back to center and up, and arm comes down. Let's switch sides. So if you're doing it behind your chair, you don't really have to go anywhere. And feet side by side, as close as you can get them, nice and tall. And then let's bring that hand out to the side, reach up for the sky. Once again, really reach as high as you can, keep that arm nice and firm, but the shoulder is not up here, the shoulder is definitely down here. And then we're gonna lean across, let your outside hip sink away and bend through that front knee slightly. Get you just a little deeper into it. And then look up towards your elbow. And let's hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate back to center. Arm comes up and down. We'll do it one more time. Bring that arm up. Reach for the sky. Shoulders down away from the ear. Lean across. Let that hip sink. Elbow or knee bend slightly. Elbow stays straight. And then look up towards your elbow. And hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate back to center and bring the arm down. Great job, and shake it out. All right, come behind your chair. So we're gonna be right behind the chair, and then we're gonna come up on the toes. So we're gonna come up on the toes and see if we can hold it up here on the toes. I want you to tighten up, so you're gonna firm up your legs, firm up your glutes, firm up your abdominal muscles. Get as tall as you can, and then we're gonna bring it back down. Keep everything firm. And then lift the toes off the ground, so it's just the heels. And then roll back through the foot, up on the toes. Get everything nice and firm and tall. Hold it up there. And lower it back down, nice and slow. Toes are gonna lift up. Okay, we got one more of those to do. This time I'm gonna go so slow through the feet, you can feel your feet on the ground, getting like a little mini massage as you're rolling up. Good, and then hold it at the top. Once you get to the top and you're nice and firm through everything, glutes, core, legs, you can see if you can let go. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands back to the chair if you like. Then we're gonna lower slowly back down. Remember, we're trying to feel the ground on our feet, like a little mini massage through your foot as you roll back down. And then lift your toes. So back on the heels. Good. Nice job. All right, let's go ahead and come around to the front of the seat. Have the seat directly behind you. And of course, we have to do a slow chair sit. So take in your nice big deep breath, reaching up. As you exhale, you can leave your hands up, turn your palms towards each other. Just make sure your shoulders are down away from your ears, or you can bring your hands to heart center. So from here, let's go ahead and hinge. So you're just hinging forward. Now you start to bend through the knees. Weight goes back into the heels, and you're gonna hover over your chair. So just hover that chair for 8, 7, drive your navel into the spine, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it all the way down. Good, now scoot to the front edge of the seat. We're gonna try something new today. Your feet are gonna be close together this time. So everything's lined up straight in front of you, but nice and close together. Take in a big deep breath. Bring your hands down to heart center as you exhale. And now take your right elbow and see if you can bring it over to your left knee. And if you get your right elbow to your left knee, see if that feels like a good stretch through your back. Make sure you keep your head in alignment with your spine. And for those of you that know this is a fairly easy stretch, You can even straighten out your arms, put your elbow up against your outside of your leg, and open your arms up a little bit. And let's hold this for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, if you have your arms apart, bring your hands back to heart center, rotate back to center, and then slowly come back up to a nice seated position. Okay, let's do that one more time. Breathe in, reach up, exhale, hands to heart center, hinge forward slightly, and take your elbow, left elbow to your right knee. See if you can kind of get your elbow alongside the edge of that knee. You're going to feel some spinal twist here. It should feel good. If it doesn't, come out of it slowly. But if you have this and you want to add the arms, you just press the elbow into the side of the leg and open your arms up. And we'll hold this for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands back into heart center. Slowly rotate back to center and come back up. Good. All right, that's a good spinal twist. We have never done that in class before, but it's one of my favorites. So now hands to the side. So your fingers are hanging over the edge. You're gonna sit up really tall. So straighten out your arms, get a nice straight spine, and we're gonna bring that navel right into your spine. So you're gonna try to drive it in. Get that nice tall spine to begin with. All right, and then once you're in this position, walk your feet out about 4 inches, kind of straightening out your legs a little bit, and then get that tall spine. Remind yourself to keep that nice and tall. And those of you that are comfortable with this, we're gonna lift our rear end off the seat and just use our arms to support us. And then that's one face. Those of you that wanna take it to the next, this would be a reverse tabletop, pushing your hips forward and looking up to the sky, squeezing those shoulder blades down and back, holding for 3, 2, 1, and slowly bring yourself back so your seat's back on the chair. Good. All right, we're only gonna do one of those and shake it out. So I don't know if you noticed when you do that reverse tabletop, what an amazing stretch it is for the front of your body. And if you were to take it out there and hold it longer and really squeeze your glutes, it's really good to firm up the backside too. So there's 2 major things happening there. All right, so we're on the front edge of the seat. You can take your feet a little bit wider now and take your right foot, sit on top of your left leg. And then you want to get a tall spine again. So think about that first, the really tall spine, like you're driving the navel into the spine, the crown of the head's reaching for the sky. And then make sure this foot's flexed, the one that's up. And then let your leg come down. If you want to add a little pressure to that while you keep your straight spine, then you're going to feel that stretch through your hip, maybe into your leg a little bit. And those of you that are comfortable with this, let's take it into a forward hip hinge. So pressing the chest forward and not letting that back around. We're just pushing the chest forward and holding it right there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. Switch sides. So the other foot comes up, keep this foot flexed. Get a nice straight spine. If you have to bring the knee up closer to get the spine straight, then do that. Once the spine is straight, you can let that knee come down. You can add that pressure, keeping nice and tall. And if you like, you could add a little bit of a hip hinge forward, pressing through the chest. And let's hold it right there. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back up. Nice job. All right, and we did not do a lot of hamstring stretches today, but we did work our hamstrings. So you're going to take your right leg, extend it out front, toes to the sky, sit up tall, this knee stays bent, and then we just hinge forward with the toes driving to the sky. And if you would like, you could try to reach for your toe. See if you can bring those toes back towards the sky just a little more. You're going to feel the stretch in the calf. And let's hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Slowly come back up and switch sides. So the other leg will come out. Sit up nice and tall. Press through the chest, toes to the sky. Keep that foot flexed. Feel that stretch in the back of the leg. And now reach down. See if you can reach your toes. Drive those toes back towards your shin just a little more, feeling that stretch in the calf. Good. Let's hold it right here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Slowly come up. Nice. And scoot all the way to the back edge. All the way back so you can feel the backrest. And then arms out to the side. First of all, your palms are going to face front, thumbs to the sky. You're going to press the backs of the hands backwards and look up. Taking a nice big deep breath. Feel that stretch through the front of the body. And exhale. Now bring your arms up, hands behind your head, clasp together. And then we're going to lean back again, using that back rest. Bring your elbows apart and just allow yourself to relax in this position. And taking a couple natural, nice breaths as you relax into this. And just let yourself melt into the back of the chair. Okay, one more nice deep breath. And exhale. Arms come down by your side and then sit up nice and tall. And that is it for today, you guys. Thank you. And I look forward to seeing everybody on Wednesday. So